Hi, the video is going to start shortly. I just wanted to say I'm really upset. For some reason, my mic just decided it's going to be just crap now. I guess I need to get a new mic. I don't know. But I just recorded some extra footage for this video to pad it out a little bit because there's some stuff I didn't talk about, like Over the Garden Wall and Beetlejuice, which are both fantastic. I recommend you watch both of them. You've probably seen Beetlejuice, but if you haven't seen Over the Garden Wall, it's on Hulu and it's great. I also bought this mask for this new segment I was going to record, so that's cool. And I carved pumpkins. I just wanted you to see that. So yeah, enjoy the video. Halloween movies and TV specials. The visual media for Halloween has not always been as popular as its Santa-centered counterpart. I think the internet growing as it has really opened up the discussion about all these fun specials and movies. Really quick before I get in depth, I am going to touch on a few of the classics that deserve to be mentioned. Some of these would be like Hocus Pocus, a lot of Scooby-Doo movies, The Haunted Mansion, stuff like that. Casper, the friendly ghost.
Oh hey, it's Casper! Hey Casper, how you doing?
I'm going to talk about horror movies really quickly. Now first we have the holiday's namesake, Halloween, with Michael Myers.
This is Mike Myers.
It should be the Halloween mask.
This is a Halloween mask.
Not that Michael Myers. Poor guy just can't seem to rest in peace. Well, he doesn't really look like he wants to. He's really good with that knife, though. We also got Friday the 13th, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and Nightmare on Elm Street. You pop these in on a spooky Halloween night, you got a good time. Now, my personal recommendation for a spooky movie is John Carpenter's The Thing. It's a fun, scary movie with a creepy guy creeping around and doing creepy things, like murder. Is it murder if you're not human? The ones I mentioned definitely are the classics, so if you're just getting into horror movies, those are the ones you should take off with. Take off with those ones. The Halloweentown tetralogy, that means 4. These are the movies that I would put on to get into the Halloween mood. Put them on! We're watching Halloweentown 1 and 2. These movies are actually the reason that I got my first 1,000 views on YouTube.
Guys, it's lit!
There's just something really magical about following Marnie and Dylan onto that magic school bus.
Seatbelts, everyone!
Not that one. Again, not that one. You see all those creepy dudes and that one guy with the head. He's got like a Frankenstein head. And then you hop off the bus with him. Bam! It's a giant pumpkin. I don't know. It brings me joy. It brings me back. Even though I was only like 3 when the 90s ended. So I shouldn't have nostalgia for them, but I do. It's time to talk about our favorite bald-headed child. Definitely not him. It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. 25 minutes of murder, love, pain.
You're a whore. You're a whore, just admit it.
Charlie Brown is a sad guy. He doesn't have many friends, and the people he does hang around with only use him for personal gain. Even strangers show no signs of caring for the poor boy, going so far as to collect rocks just in hopes that he rings their doorbells. Seriously, did all these people get together and plan this? Why do they all have rocks in their house? Did they see him coming and they picked some up and they set up, then that little stupid dumb ghost comes here, I'm gonna drop a bunch of rocks in his bag. 1 rock. He gets 1 rock. No, he doesn't get a bunch of rocks. He gets 1 for the weird holy ghost. Not that holy ghost. Kind of feel like Lucy might be the ringleader here. I mean, think about it. A bunch of kids are trick-or-treating. Everyone's getting candy, and one kid just gets rocks in his bag. And like, I know they don't like him, so they wouldn't be like, oh, what's going on? We should get you some candy instead of these fucking rocks. But you know, if they didn't know what was happening, they'd be like, hi, it's stupid. You thought you were gonna get anything other than rocks, Charlie Brown? No, rocks only. That makes a lot of sense. I see why they did that to you, because you're you. I know Charlie Brown is kind of a punching bag, but everyone has their limits. He'd leave eventually, but if no one acknowledged that he was getting rocks, he might just keep going in hopes that he's gonna get candy. Anyway, that's just my headcanon for Charlie Brown. Why does everyone in this town hate Charlie Brown so much? Like, I know his character. Everyone hates me. I'm Charlie Brown. And as far as I can tell, it's because he's bald. Bald boy. I mean, I don't hate him because he's bald. I hate other kids because they're bald. All I feel for Charlie is pity. It's kind of weird that I just called him Charlie, huh? Without the brown. You ever wonder why that is? Why does everyone always call him Charlie Brown? Why you gotta say his full name? Do you think he gets angry if someone doesn't say his full name? In the Thanksgiving special, Peppermint Patty and Marcy called him Chuck and Charles. They weren't in the Christmas special. You know, I'm not accusing anybody, but I will let you decide what that means. All right, let's move along. The Nightmare Before Christmas came to be when Tim Burton was strolling through a store and he saw that they were carrying not only Halloween decorations, but also Christmas decorations, like next to each other. And he said, wait a second, you know what? Those might go together as well as French fries and a tasty shake. This is a story of a skeleton desperately trying to reclaim some kind of joy. His solution? Take a note from the legendary Hamburglar. Let's steal some shit. And steal some shit he does. Now, he doesn't come to this conclusion right away. First, he has to go on a midlife death crisis walk through the woods with his dog. And on this spooky little quest through these spooky little trees with his spooky little companion, he finds some trees. I mean, not like the other spooky trees. These are like normal trees, but, well, these trees have doors on them. And the most interesting door on these trees to Jack, well, that would be the tree door. Or the tree door? The tree's door that's shaped like a tree. Jack enters the wood-planked portal to find Christmastown. This next little paragraph, I'm going to try to read it kind of quick. Jack shows his Halloween homies Christmas. They don't get it. Jack tries to understand the true meaning of Christmas. Jack doesn't get it. Jack kidnaps Santa Claus so as to replace him as Santa Claus. He doesn't get it. Jack delivers evil toys to the good children. Boy, they sure as heck don't get it. Then Jack gets shot. The end. Alright, that obviously doesn't end there. How the fuck? You shoot a skeleton... I don't think he can die, right? Now that Jack was shot, he gets it. Good. Everyone is safe and happy. He does not count. Everyone is happy. This movie is always like the perfect send-off from Halloween. It's perfect to launch us into pre-Christmas. I really appreciate you getting this far into the video. Over the next 2 months, I will be doing 2 more videos. One for Thanksgiving and then one for Christmas. So, until the next video, later days and happy Halloween. Goodbye.